every second, every minute. Man, I swear that she can get it. Saying if you a bad bitch, put your hands up high, hands up high.
What's up, family? Long time no see. It's your girl Kaya the Bruja, and I'm finally back with another video after I do not know how long it's been. It's probably been like a year, maybe 6 months since I created a YouTube video, but I'm not gonna say too much. If you are new here, hi, I'm Kaya the Bruja. I am a spiritualist, a spiritual teacher, and I also do sell spiritual products as well. I am the creator of the infamous Black Walnut Bath, if you do know me from TikTok. And I have got on here and I've talked about spirituality, but I never talked about my own spiritual practices, okay? So that's what I'm going to be kind of getting into in this video, giving y'all my experience and even some tips if y'all are wanting to start your journey as well. Always, my Instagram, TikTok, and my websites and my booking link will be at the bottom of this video. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to message me, email me. I'll leave everything like that at the bottom. So what do I practice? Do I practice voodoo? Do I practice bohemia? What do I practice? Obia, oba, oa, ui. No. I practice hoodoo. I am a young hoodoo practitioner. Now, I will get on here and give y'all the whole history of hoodoo, but I'm gonna leave a little something up in here that explains the definition of what I practice. It's basically ancestral magic is what I kind of consider it. Hoodoo was used back when we were chained up, locked up, and our kids was eaten and we was turned into furniture. There were certain Black people who had gifts and the power to kind of rearrange, change, and overthrow certain slave masters, or just kind of learn how to get through life. We had our own ways and our own spiritual practices from when we was brought from our land that we did not get rid of. I got my little notes right here so I wouldn't forget anything in this video, okay, to let y'all know. So I already told y'all what hoodoo is. Yes, I'm a hoodoo practitioner. I don't practice voodoo. Voodoo for me is more of a religion. I feel like that's more of something you have to be initiated into, versus hoodoo is something more that just kind of runs through your blood. It's more of a spiritual practice to me. That's just my definition of it. I don't feel like hoodoo is a religion. I wouldn't consider it a religion. I would consider it freedom, because that's what it was used for, freedom. So R-E-E means free, means there's no ties to it. Now, can everybody practice hoodoo? No. That goes for my colored people and my non-colored people, especially my non-colored people. If you're a white, you cannot practice hoodoo. Okay? That's just it. It's for us. Okay? Let us have something. All right. As for my colored people, my Black people, everybody's ancestors wasn't about it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's ancestors didn't. Some of y'all ancestors rode the white horse till it fell over and died. I'm just not gonna lie. Y'all ancestors was scary, basically. They didn't even want to try. They said, well, they gave us the Bible. They told us we have to obey, and that's just kind of what your ancestors did. There's nothing wrong with that. No, does that mean you can't do certain things? Does that mean you can't practice spirituality? No. But hoodoo just may not be your biggest strong point, because the only thing I could compare it to is like voodoo. There's certain people that can do things and there's certain people that can't. You know what I'm saying? There's certain things that maybe one voodoo practitioner can do that the other can't, and I feel like that's just the same with life. There's some things other people can do a little bit better than you can't. Okay, hope this is coming out right when it comes to that. But what I'm trying to say is hoodoo is not for everybody. Some Black people will stay coon. Some Black people will stay stuck in that certain matrix of what they gave us and what they told us it was, and who they told us God was, and who they told us this and that. So how did I get started in hoodoo? I started practicing hoodoo around, I think I was 19, 20 years old. I think that's when I first started. I created my altar, my first altar. And let me tell you, it was just a whole nother thing. Basically, I do ancestral veneration. I honor the ones before me who fought, who strived, who wanted better, who wanted to do better, who want to see me do good in this lifetime. I'm here to do what my ancestors couldn't. You know what I'm saying? Because we have quote unquote freedom now. I started off with ancestral veneration. My altar wasn't big. I would kind of leave y'all some tips here on what you can put on your altar. I think I started off with like a white candle. I offered some water. I think I did tobacco, I did money, I had some crystals on there. Um, just anything that they pretty much wanted or pretty much told me they wanted, and you're like, how do you know what they wanted? They told me. That's like, it's just a gift. I can hear, see, feel, know. Okay. And I mean, what do black people like? We all know what black people like. Black people like liquor, they like tobacco. I mean, you know what I'm saying? What person doesn't like flowers? You can also find out through divination, through tarot card readings, or cataromancy, however you say it. You can also figure out like your ancestors, using pendulums, you know, just connecting with spirit, and make sure that you're connecting with the right ones and the right ancestors, because everybody ancestors wasn't good. So when you call on the ancestors, I always call on the ones that of the highest, that want to see me do good, that want to see me live good, that want to see me make that paper, that want me to be the vessel for what they couldn't do. Being a hoodoo practitioner, to me, this is a lifestyle. It's not just something I do. I don't just light a candle when I'm in trouble. I don't just light a candle when things go wrong. This is like a lifestyle for me. A lot of people compare me to like an old southern grandma sometimes, because I used to be like, look honey, you better take that spoon and make it fall down your back and your nosebleeds will go away. Like I always have like the grandmotherly remedies to stuff. So it's a lifestyle for me. It's just I'm very black. I don't know how else to explain it, you know. um I carry myself with the power of knowing I have my ancestors by my side, and I can get through anything that life throws at me. I can break it down into pieces and turn it into something better. Being a hoodoo practitioner is really being in your blackness and being proud of it and being unapologetic about it. And if somebody has a problem with you being proud and loud about practicing hoodoo, tell them Bible thumpers, okay, to mind their business. As a hoodoo practitioner, it's just like, I already know as a black person or a black young woman, it's kind of harder for us to kind of get things or do things, you know what I'm saying? Like, we have to work a little harder, so why not add a little sprinkle, dazzle, magical in it to make things go my way? I don't see nothing wrong with that personally. Another thing about hoodoo and just being a hoodoo practitioner, like, you know, hoodoo is not a quick fix. You know, it's not just something that's just going to happen tomorrow. It's a journey. It's a spiritual journey, and it's called journey for a reason, because I always tell you, learn until the day you die, okay? You're going to learn something new every single day. There's so much unknown about this world, but hoodoo is not a quick fix. It's not something you just go to when you need something or this and that. No, no, no. If you're going to honor, if you're going to be that, okay? Now, like I said, it is not like an initiation thing. Like, some people, I know some people who have got initiated into hoodoo. So I'm just going off of what I said. Hoodoo runs through my blood. My roots are in New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? It runs through my blood. So it ran into me. So that's kind of how I explain it, how it found me. I was guided there. So I can't speak for other people's experiences, but I just know mine, and I can only speak for mine. Okay. So we're going to talk about like the kind of work. Let's call it root work, conjure, whatever you want to call it. I call it root work. Some people call it conjure. I feel like it's kind of both the same. I'm making this video to speak on my own experience. I do not do all that labels and stuff. I just know what I do, and I know how I do it. Okay, but I do candles. You got little grist bags, and I do little satchels and stuff like that. I deal with herbs. I use herbs. I love herbs. I have a whole herb bucket. So I pretty much do everything that a hoodoo practitioner does, and everybody was taught different, but I always tell people it's more about the intention in your work. Okay, it's more about how much you want it and how much faith that you have, and then after you have that faith, are you willing to go out there and get it? You know what I'm saying? You know, you got your ancestors on your side, you got the higher power on your side. Now it's up to you to go out there and actually make something shaky, because you could talk about it all day, but until it's done, what is it? You just spewing bull crap out your mouth. Now, I'm just going to answer some different things, maybe about like my beliefs and all this crazy stuff. Okay. Anyway, so do I believe in karma when it comes to hoodoo? I believe people get what they need to deserve. Now, I do feel like there's certain things that you should not do when it comes to touching spirituality or magic or whatever, or conjure. You know, I feel like there's just some things that you just shouldn't do. You don't just go around putting stuff on people because you can and you know you can. I feel like certain things have to be justified. You can't go put something on somebody because they called you ugly or you got in an argument and now you just want to destroy somebody's life. You're just a bad person. You're just a bad person, okay, if that's just how you move. I believe, like, if you're going to do what they call left-handed work, if you're going to do negative work or whatever, I feel like this is just me. Anything from the lines of, like, abuse or anything abuse and beyond, y'all know what I'm talking about because you know how the world is now. Definitely, I would definitely go bury them behind a funeral home. Anything that somebody does to intentionally cause you harm or physically cause you harm, go bury them behind a funeral home, in a graveyard, sit them down the Mississippi River, go put them in the alligator's mouth. I don't know what you have to do, but if it's justified in that reason, then I definitely go do it. And just like anything else in this world, there's a good and bad, there's a negative and there's a positive, okay? That's just kind of how the world is. There's good and bad, there's evil, there's angels, there's a devil. There's always a yin, a yang. There's always two sides to the coin, okay? And I've never really heard anybody say anything bad about hoodoo practitioners, except for like coons, which is what I call black people who basically hate themselves and hate where they come from and basically believe that we deserve to get eaten, basically. But like in anything in this world, there are good people, bad people. Christianity, good people, bad people. Buddhism, good people, bad people. Hoodoo, good people, bad voodoo, good people, bad people. It's not about the power, it's pretty much whose hands you put it in and who figures it out. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, there's good people, there's bad people. I don't feel like hoodoo, of course I don't feel like hoodoo is a bad thing, because it's not. If you use it in the right way, it can definitely help you and prosper your life. Another question I got is, do I use the Bible? Absolutely. I use Psalms. I use Psalms out, okay? Basically, we took the Bible, okay? We took the Bible, but they gave to us to say, oh, this is what we're going to use to control you. We done switched it around, some of us, and use it in our power, okay? So what they tried to tell us, oh, obey your master. Okay, well, we gonna switch around, you gonna obey us. You know what I'm saying? We use those Bible verses basically like, it's kind of like a reversible spell, like a reversible work. We reversed it on them, basically. You know what I'm saying? We took what they gave us to try and control us, and we used it to use it in our favor. So I do use the Bible. I do feel like there are some scriptures in the Bible that are just perfect for certain candles and certain things that I do. And baby, I don't know what it is, but that brown petition, okay, that brown petition paper, that good old Bible verse, and whatever my intent is, and some oils and the right herbs, baby. Now, do all practitioners, hoodoo practitioners, use the Bible? Probably not. I do. It be hitting. Like, some of the verses do be hitting. So I do use the Bible because it's like, it's kind of like a mix of Christianity and African spiritual practices. It's like you didn't stray too far away, but we use the Bible in the way that we use it. You know what I'm saying? How us uses it, and not what they told us like it was for. Like I said, they try to use it to control us. We use it to reverse it back on them. All in all, like I said, hoodoo is a lifestyle for me. This is something I do every day. I'm also gonna give y'all a little bit of tips if you are connected to hoodoo or you're just starting to begin your journey. But for me, hoodoo is about your relationship with God and how you venerate your ancestors and just being black, man. Like, they strayed us so far away from what we knew, and they brought us over here and told us what we did was bad and that we deserve to get punished. What? That don't even make sense. You hear me? How you gonna come take us from our land and tell us what we're doing is bad? But they did it, and they have half of the black community very much mind controlled, okay? But I feel like that should be another video. So I gave y'all a little bit about hoodoo. Like I said, this is my own personal experience. This is my own belief. This is my own thing, you know. I can only give y'all what I know and what I've gone through. So in the next part of this video, I'm going to give y'all some tips. One of the first things I feel like is very important to learn as a hoodoo practitioner is cleansing and protection, cleansing yourself, cleansing your home, and all those great and other things, okay? So the first time I cleansed myself, I did a simple Florida water and sea salt bath, and I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I almost passed out when I came out the tub. I said, dang, was I a negative Nancy? But I was holding so much in that I had to release spiritually in order to create a new beginning for myself. And I remember kind of going through my first spiritual awakening after doing that cleanse. I lost a lot of friends. I lost a little bit of myself. I had to grow and change it to a new person. I was like literally being forced to change for the betterment of myself. So if you're thinking about a cleansing bath, one of the most simple baths I'll say is Florida water and sea salt is one of my favorites. You can use, I probably use it like twice in a day. Like I said, I do work for other people, so you don't want certain things attached to you. Now, as far as cleansing your home, I have upgraded from sage. I like using Palo Santo now as far as like cleansing. You can also burn herbs such as agrimony and hyssop, which is really great cleansers, really heavy cleansers, as I say that, very heavy cleansers, okay? You could burn herbs. Like I said, I like agrimony, wormwood, and hyssop are really great if you're gonna like smoke cleanse your house. Now, if you want to do like floor washes or wall washes, I do Florida water. That's what I do. I do Florida water. Some people use ammonia. Ammonia is really good too. Ammonia is a really great cleanser as well. If you want to wipe your floors with it, ammonia has a really strong smell, so I'll dilute it. Please dilute it with some water and some pine salt or something, because it is strong, but baby, it runs the devil away. That negative energy, baby, it runs it away. There's many different ways. I'm just giving y'all some simple ones that I could just kind of just come up off my mind with it. When I'm cleansing my home, I pray Psalm 91 when I'm cleansing my home for protection from any negative energy or anything. If you want protection around your home, red brick dust is really good for protection. You can sprinkle around your windows, around your doors, things like that. Red brick dust is also a hoodoo staple. All right. I think I said earlier, I said about the altar. So I don't think I need to talk about the altar. I told y'all how to kind of build an altar, but again, I'm probably gonna re-put it back up in here for y'all, put it on the side or something for y'all to see. That's how I started with my altar. I started with altar protection and cleansing, and then I started with. Then after that, I did like road opening and block busting. Now, road opening and block busting are also very important, okay? Because you want to open those roads for prosperous energy to come in and opportunities, okay? And block busters are good to just boom, move everything out the way. So I do blockbuster candles and I do road opening candles as well. I started with that after learning protection and cleansing, and then that's when I went from road opening and block busting and banishing and stuff like that. Then I moved on to money workings, because when I try to do money workings without road openings and blockbusters, maybe I'll probably find a little $5 on the ground. But after, the girl runs a whole business. I mean, I wouldn't take money workings or money advice from somebody making no money. I wouldn't take money advice from a broke practitioner. I'm just saying. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying. I'm not calling anybody broke, but I'm just saying. If you're going to be a practitioner and do money workings, at least be making the money. You know what I'm saying? At least be having the income flow. At least they have the evidence behind it, so that I can show you my life and show you that you can do what I do if I do this money working for you, basically. But yeah, I did money workings, and then everything else kind of just trickled along. I do self-love. I did self-love, and then I did some love, attraction, glamour, beauty, and I just kind of got a little bit more into the deeper things. But that's just kind of how I started off doing things. I think the first part of anything is definitely that altar and ancestral veneration, figuring out who your ancestors are, protection and cleansing. You want to release the old before you bring in the new, and you start this new journey for yourself. So much more I want to talk about, and I may make a video that's more in depth. This was just kind of like a gist, because I just wanted to give y'all a video and talk a little bit more about me and me practicing hoodoo, so I can start a nice little series or something for y'all about hoodoo, and we could talk about everything specifically. But I think I hit everything in this video. If I didn't, like I said, I'll make more videos explaining hoodoo and for my babies who want to really get into it. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I think that's all I have to say. I made a video in so long. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope y'all enjoyed the information. If y'all have any questions, you can please leave them down below. And I will see y'all again soon. Your favorite Kaya the Bruja Hoodoo Beauty. Okay, and I'm out.